Are you ready for our big adventure? Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Ooh-wee.
All right, well, we're going to be here today looking at what John is packing for the trip today. First official Little Red Wagon adventure. John, what are you packing?
On the Subi?
Yeah.
Well, I'm packing all the JIC just in case products. I might need some antifreeze, so I can't mix the antifreeze, so I have the same antifreeze, oil, tools, brake clean, just miscellaneous tools over here because Subarus are just like Jeeps.
Did you grab your ratchet that I bought you?
Ratchet.
Just in case you want to use your tools and you don't want to ratchet all day?
Oh, you mean the power ratchet?
Yeah.
I can go grab that. Yes, I will go grab it.
Okay. And we'll stand in front of the Subaru.
Just another one.
And look who we have with us here today, Stephanie and Jace. How you guys doing today? Excited for the adventure?
Yeah.
Been up since 5 o'clock.
Oh my gosh. Not.
Puppy.
Oh, you got a puppy?
We don't now.
Oh.
I took it back.
I was gonna say.
Puppy sitting for the night.
Oh, that's fun.
My friend
Yeah.
was out of town. I'm just like, can you watch my dog? I'm like,
When you can take them back, that's always a
Yeah.
great thing. Yeah.
So, Christy,
Yeah, John.
I'll bring my power tools.
Nice, perfect. Got your ratchet and your big thing. What's the big thing called?
This is the
the torque wrench?
No,
impact.
impact. All right.
We'll be okay.
I think we'll be good.
And now we need the cooler.
I have the red one
The
right there.
water?
We could just put it's lined.
Do you have water in that?
I have tea. I don't grab any water. I'll go grab some tea,
Does Jason
soda,
drink tea?
Gatorade,
Well, Jason drinks Gatorade or Powerade.
Powerade. I have
He
Powerade,
drinks Powerade, so
and
does
it's zero
Stephanie.
sugar, Jason. So that's good for you. So. So what we've discovered is our cup holder holds cups, but only coffee cups and little tiny cups, or a bottle of water. Not my big mug down there. So that's a new thing that we've learned. Okay, so we're on our way. Stopped at McDonald's for a nice healthy breakfast.
It's very good.
And
McDonald's is healthy.
how did you guys like your breakfast?
Delicious.
Oh, there's
agrees.
Tucker.
Tucker agrees.
Tucker agrees. Now we're headed down the freeway to Corinne, and then we're going to go over to begin our true adventure today.
What is it, the Promontory Trail?
It's the Transcontinental Railroad Line Trail.
Transcontinental. Here we come.
The Golden Spike.
The Golden Spike.
Literally a golden spike. 17 karat gold.
Were the two railroads connected?
Yes. It's John.
Yep.
Is this the furthest we've ever driven this? Our
Oh, this
Little
is
Red
the
Wagon?
Yeah, this is the furthest we've ever made it out on the Little Red Subi.
And the temperature gauge?
Oh, we're stellar right now. We're stellar.
Awesome.
But you know what? Here's what's funny. So when we went to pull it down to see why it was overheating, I mean there was just a whole host of problems with it. The gear had the bolt had stripped on the water pump, so the gear had come loose. It was just kind of idling there, not really running the water pump. Could have caused damage to the engine because it could have thrown the belt. And this is a non-free engine, so the valves would have smacked the pistons. But
That's a little too technical for me.
anyway, the radiator cap was the wrong radiator cap. The Subi's take a 2-valve radiator cap, so we only had a single valve on there, so that was wrong. The radiator was, you and I knew that the fins were all crushed on there, so
It was a perfect storm of letting it overheat as well as it
And the
did.
fans weren't turning as fast as they should have turned.
They did. And there was 2 railroads competing to get to the place.
Yep. And we're with Jason and Stephanie today.
Yep, we're with Jason's stuff.
Oh yeah. There's Steph. There's Jace.
We thought we'd take Jason in case the car broke down. He could help.
Our ace apprentice.
It'll be all my fault if it breaks.
No, actually, this time it'd be all my fault
Yeah.
because my hands were all over it. So can't say anything, Jace.
It'll still be blamed on me.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
convenient.
We could find a way. No, we can find a way. That's for sure.
Have it on my Google Maps.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I'm really excited because we're rolling down the road hot at 80 miles an hour in our Subi, just
We're going the speed limit.
clipping along.
Break time. Have to let Tuck run around. We're over here at the Bear River Country Store. Bear River Valley Country Store. Topped up the tank. Let Tuck run around for a bit. So we're here at, was telling the Bear River Valley Country Store, getting some gas, letting Tuck run around for a bit.
Yeah, he's got to stretch his legs because he gets all nervous in the car. So anxious, we'll call it, but he loves to go with us everywhere.
Yeah, so taking a little bit of break. We still have about 25 miles till the Golden Spike National Monument.
Golden Spike National Monument. Here we
25
come.
miles,
Subi's
so.
running sweet. No leaks, no drips, no errors.
And it only cost only 3 gallons to get here, so
3 gallons to top it off. Mm-hmm. All right. Sweet.
yeah. It's a major thoroughfare.
No, the gate. See the gate?
Yeah, but it might open. If it says no trespassing, it'll go. But if it just says, please close gate behind you.
I'll bet you it says something gas. Private gas well.
John believes that an adventure is always an adventure. You may start out looking for one thing, but you end up with another.
It's always fun to see.
He really wants to go up this road right
So
here.
Northwood Rummins.
No admittance except for authorized personnel.
Bummer, dude.
We're gonna go up on the mountain. Give you a view of the mountain, but can't. No hunting or trespassing.
Authorized. Authorized personnel. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So
no side adventure today, folks.
Oh, bummer, dude. All right. Well, we're almost to the Golden Spike, and that's our primary adventure anyway, so we're good, right?
Yep. Golden Spike National Historic Park. Here we come.
It's simple. It's easy. It's part of everyone's job. I got Tuck. We're almost there. We're almost there, Tuck. Tucker. Historic Railroad grade. Golden Spike, eh? Celebrating 150 years of Crossroads of the West, Golden Spike, National Historical.
So our first adventure is what, John?
I don't know.
The lesson we learned about bringing Tuck's service animal leash.
Yeah, because he's a service dog.
And John forgot a service dog leash, so.
Got a service dog leash.
Can I
and
just carry you?
his vest and everything. So, yeah. Tuck's a registered service animal for me.
Well, he might have to go in the car if he doesn't have
I
that.
can't want him in the car. I'll stay with him.
Really?
Yeah, I'll stay right here with him.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's John's adventure for today, folks. Oh my God. Jason's a stroller. Stephanie walks fast like John. And I'm the biggest stroller of all. Tuck.
Chris, walk out to the steamers.
Yeah, we're gonna walk out to the steamers out there.
Jupiter and the what? The UP?
UPRR 119. Read that for me, John.
It says, completion 1869, lacking precise instructions from Congress as to where to meet, and spurred by financial rewards for building grade, both railroad companies prepared railbed past each other for 250 miles. No parallel track was ever laid. Promontory Summit was chosen as the point for the joining of the trails. Or rails. Sorry, not trails, rails.
Let's keep going.
Come on, gorgeous.
Come on, gorgeous.
So, did you know that every piece of rail has a date stamped on there? And I can show you where that date is right here. The date that this rail was made. Okay? Right there. See it right there? You're in the shadow. You're in the shadow.
I can see it.
See where it says Cambria, Sorrel? Okay? Every single rail has a date on it. Over here, please. It says Cambria Steel 8. It'll have a date like 1906, 1930.
John's walking the rails.
Well, I'm gonna get you the date. Look at those. Beautiful. Beautiful. So these are these steam locomotives. Yeah. May 9th, 1869. In this photo taken one day before the transcontinental line was completed, a 30-foot gap in the railroad remained. A tent town quickly grew around the last spike site, and two of the first businesses, the restaurant and the Red Cloud Saloon, can be seen in the background. Within days, numerous other tents would appear as the town of Promontory came into existence. Behind the crowd are some of the cars which carried Central Pacific Railroad dignitaries to the celebration.
It's pretty
You
cool.
can see the tents.
I don't know how this thing looks easy to drive.
Too cool. Oh, Chris, here it is.
Right?
Gold Spike 1883, right there. There's the date. See it on the rail? Go right up close to that.
Juliet, 1885.
Oh, I see
Juliet
it.
1883, right there. That's the date that rail was made in 1883. That's hot.
Let's go stand next to him. Well, I gotta be able to see you. Say cheese. What's happening? Okay, that's better. At least John's smiling.
Old Jace. Jace, we've been on a lot of adventures.
Let's look at the Jupiter. And this is a CPRR, which is the
Central Pacific, remember?
yeah.
With an officer of the 21st U.S. Infantry posed on the completed tracks and men of his regiment behind him, dignitaries of the Union Pacific Railroad stand for a photograph. Dr. Thomas C. Durant, Union Pacific Vice President, is seen at center wearing his
Gauntlets,
gauntlets.
gloves.
To his left, the gentleman with the white mutton chops, whiskers, is Union Pacific Director Sidney Dillon. Third person to Dillon's left is Greenville M. Dodge, Union Pacific's chief engineer.
Pretty cool.
Here's what's funny. Greenville Dodge. Dick Dodge is his relative, right?
Probably.
And they still work for the UP.
And how would you know that, John?
Dick Dodge.
He's not going to say it, but John used to work for the UPRR
UPRR.
back 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
He was a conductor on one of these things. Well, not one of these things, of course, the new ones, but... Do you think they were as fancy as this?
No, I think they repaint them. They might have looked like that back in the day.
I don't think so. I think they're all black.
I don't know. I think they look cool for different colors like that.
Yeah, I know.
Look at the real stars on them.
Definitely.
So this represents the Golden Spike.
1861.
Sweetie.
Yeah. It's where they drove the Golden Spike right here. Into this hole right here.
Okay, let's get out of this shot. Oh, you want me to get that, Chris?
I'll get it when we come back down.
This one here? So, that handle right there, see that one right there? That's your speed. That one right there opens the cold door, that handle
What,
there.
the red handle?
Yeah, lift it up. And this is a brake release right there.
That silver one?
Just this. That's the brake. That's the brake.
Yeah.
The big button.
Now the brake's back there.
No, that's the brake there. Electric diesels.
Look at this is
Electrics.
wood. This train engine part is wood. This is just too
Got a
cool.
cab.
Just too cool.
Look at the. Did you shoot the coal in the back,
I
Chris?
I
did.
didn't know there was hold on.
Coal right there. That's
I
real cool,
did.
too. Bang's right.
I'm too small. I didn't see it.
It's too cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but the smoke coming out the little pipe there. That one over there has steam coming out the bottom.
This one does too. You probably can't see it.
It's pretty cool.
Life of a locomotive. In November 1868, Rogers Locomotive and Machine Works of Paterson, New Jersey, built the Union Pacific number 119. 6 months later, the number 119 received a call to pull Union Pacific Vice President Thomas Durant and his contingent to Promontory Summit. The number 119 served out her days with the Union Pacific as a freight locomotive until dismantled in 1903 for the standard scrapper's fee of $1,000.
So then it says the original. This is the Jupiter information over here. It's pretty cool, Jason Rogers, that they have your name on that train. Schenectady. Read that.
Okay, ready? The locomotives of Golden Spike Jupiter. Life of a locomotive. In 1868, Schenectady Locomotive Works in New York built the Jupiter for the Central Pacific Railroad. Steaming her way into history, the Jupiter hauled Central Pacific President Leland Stanford's special train to Promontory Summit for the joining of the rails. The Jupiter remained in service until the turn of the 20th century, when outmoded and under-heralded, she was scrapped for the standard fee of $1,000.
Reading and researching for this adventure, and they said it used to be only $100 to ride the train from New York to the West Coast. $100. Well, back in the day, $100 was a lot, but yeah, but still, I mean, you can see the little smoke coming out, the little details. It is, but it's $100. You could get all the way across the country, and in like a week. It took them a week. Whereas if you took it by horse or by buggy or by train or whatever, months. So this joining right here is what opened up the West to everybody.
So this is called the fireman side. That's the engineer side.
This has wood in it, not coal.
So the engineer sat there, the fireman sat here. Fireman was the guy who loaded that. That's why they called him a fireman. Because he kept the fire going.
Where do they put it?
This is a chamber right in here. That's a big chamber. And remember I said you crank that handle and you see the chain?
Yeah.
It lifts that up. It opens the fire door.
I bet it was hot in there.
This thing,
That
you always kept that fire door like open like that far. You'll always see the coal burning in there. Now remember, they can only go so far before they had to fill up with. Bye-bye.
4 months after completion, Promontory was a notorious boom town, composed of hotels, saloons, and gambling tents with a few stores and shops. Transcontinental passengers changed trains here until mid-1870. Many were victimized by resident gamblers and con artists. Newspaperman J.H. Beadle noted of the town, 4,900 feet above sea level, though theologically speaking, if we interpret scripture literally, it ought to have been 49,000 feet below that level, for it certainly was, for its size, morally nearest to the infernal regions of any town on the road. They called it Hell on Wheels because it was so bad. Yeah. That's what he meant by 49,000 feet below was hell.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Go to Arizona.
Yeah. Go to Arizona. The heat will make you think it's hell.
Might as well be.
And what's the weather like today?
In Arizona?
No, here. It's pretty nice here,
It's only
actually.
78 outside.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Let's go see what it is in Arizona.
Yeah, it's nice here today. It's 80. Look at all these grasshoppers. That's why there's seagulls in Utah. Because of all these grasshoppers. Look at that. Let's walk the rails. noon, Monday, May 10th, 1869. A rough crowd had gathered at the far set of tracks 75 yards ahead. 6 million spikes and 6 years' work lay behind them. Now only one section of rails was left undone. The honor of ceremonially finishing the Pacific Railroad with a spike maul hot wired to the telegraph line fell to the 2 rail barons who had spearheaded the road building. Leland Stanford, Central Pacific Railroad President and former Governor of California, and Dr. Thomas Durant, Union Pacific Railroad Vice President and President of Credit Mobilier of America. Speeches were given and then a lengthy prayer. Governor Stanford stepped up, took the hammer, swung, and missed. Then Dr. Durant took his turn and also missed the spike. With each swing of the mauls, the crowd of working men broke into spontaneous applause. James Stroberge and Samuel Reed, the crew bosses for the 2 roads, then took up unwired mauls and divided the last blows between them as the air exploded with hurrahs. With those last few swings, the billion-dollar dream of the world's first continental railroad became a reality.
All under these big towers.
In September of 1942, after the opening of the Lucin Cutoff in 1904, the historic rail north of the Great Salt Lake was of minimal importance. In 1942, the last spike was ceremonially undriven here before a crowd of Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, and state dignitaries. In a few months, the entire line between Corinne and Lucin was salvaged with a steel directed to America's war effort.
We're gonna have
John, what were you just saying?
I said, do you feel the tranny
No, I don't feel it. I
on the
don't.
Subi?
What's going on? What do you feel?
So
What do you feel?
It's jumping. Feel it? Feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what's happening is there's a solenoid on the back half of the transmission. It's not disengaging the all-wheel drive when you're turning, so it jumps back and forth.
Yeah.
But when you're traveling down the road, it's supposed to engage the all-wheel drive, and then you take off.
It's
But
not doing that.
No, so we're going to have to more work on the Subi. The Subis require more work. You know? It's like I said, the Jeep.
Are we going to go auto tours or Highway 83 and get something to eat?
Highway 83 needs something
Let's
to
go
eat.
back to that gas station. Did they have stuff inside?
Bear River? I
Yeah.
didn't see anything. Did you? Feel it?
That was a deli.
Oh, we'll go to the deli.
Oh, Jason's up for a deli.
Lunch today at JC's Country Diner. Would highly recommend it if anybody's in Tremonton. Just stop by JC's. Great service, great food. And Tucker waiting for us out here with a little red wagon. Well, hey folks, thanks for coming along with us on our first fun adventure to the
Transcontinental.
Golden Spike National Park. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. So we'll see you next time on Little Red Wagon Adventures. Thanks for joining us on our adventure today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures with the Little Red Wagon.